going to explain reversals. There's many different positions for him to be on bottom and me to be on top. I can't explain them all. So we'll try and solidify it to a few different positions and give you multiple scenarios to try and help you understand the whole game when it comes to this. So if he's in a guard sweeps are worth 2 points for reversals. So if you were to get a single leg, for example, in half guard or underhook, whatever, he comes up in a dogfight, right? Comes up, gets his sweep, he's on top, right? He gets 2 points for a reversal after he gets 3 stabilization points. In the same way now, if he doesn't have guard and I have side control or some other variation here, and he gets an underhook, right? And he starts to come up, right? And now he starts to get a leg attack or singles, whatnot. And he starts to take me down and he gets his 3 stabilization seconds. He gets his 2 points for a reversal. Now, if we were to rise to our feet and he were to run the pipe, for example, put me down. So again, we're on bottom position. Now, it doesn't matter if it's here where he was in guard, or let's go back, like say I was in side control or I'm not in guard and he got the single leg. And now he starts to rise up and then he puts me back on my back. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, he gets his points. So if he puts me down onto my back, he will get 2 points for the reversal. But sometimes I want to go to my back. And so I end up turtling and he has to control my back. So again, he goes for a single, right? And then we start to stand, right? He got the single leg. He goes to run the pipe and I say, no. And I go to turtle and he's going to come down, have to control the turtle position for 3 seconds and he would get his 2 points for a reversal. Once the top person is in control of the turtle, can have his points, and he's now considered the dominant grappler. Doesn't matter the knee placements, again, so long as he's not holding a leg, right, guys? You can't be holding my leg for me to get points back here. But so long as I'm controlling my opponent from the back, I can get points. But he can reverse me. So, for example, Orlando hits an arm grab. I end up on bottom. He gets his reversal points after 3 seconds from the referee. He gets his 2 points. In the same sense, I could be a bottom turtle with Orlando, and I step up and I start to hit a reversal, or sorry, a switch, and it gives me the ability to go behind him. So I go from bottom turtle to top turtle after 3 seconds of referee stabilization time. I get 2 points for a reversal. So once you control the turtle and you get points, don't forget that the bottom person now has a chance to score. When I have already controlled the turtle position and my opponent decides to regard, he goes from one bottom position to another bottom position. I don't get 2 more points for him conceding or anything like that. If I have already got to his the top turtle position and controlled it and been given my points, if he goes to regard, I do not get any more points, guys. Okay, just to be clear on that. Another place for a reversal is from when he's on my back and I peel him off of my back. So Orlando could have 2 hooks. He could have 1 hook. He could have just been riding me many different variations. There's many different variations of how I can be hiked up, peeling him off, doing stuff like this. But either way, eventually if I get my hooks free and I'm able to pull my opponent, for example, off of my back and I start to maintain dominant position on top, many different ways that I can end up on top. But now his chest and my chest were both facing down like the turtle position, and now his chest is facing up. I have gone from bottom position to top position. So when I peel him off of my back in any variation there, it's able to be 2 points for reversal for me. So one more time. He's on my back, right? Right, I could be here. Could have peeled him off this way. Keep free, keep free. I'm on top of him, for example, in north-south. That would give me 2 points for reversing the position. There is also another spot that's going to be where I take his back, for example. Right, I take his back and I get my hooks, all right? So on our sides, neither one of us has our chest. We're both facing the same direction and we're not facing the ground. We're not in turtle, okay? Well, when he faces up, he's not in a dominant position either. If he gets to this position, both of our chests are facing up. So you look in the rules, you listen to the rules, both of our chests have to be facing down or the bottom guys has to be facing up. So I wouldn't get any points here, neither would he. But if he did spin around inside of my closed guard, for example, and now he's on top, then he's now able to get 2 points for the reversal. So I would start on his back, taking his back, I get his back, we're here, he starts to turn into me. Whatever the case may be, it could be half guard, it could be butterfly, the position doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be closed guard. He takes the position from being on bottom in back control to on top in their guard. As we can be in mount, we can be in side control, we can be in the guard. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're on top and you get reversed and put on your back, it doesn't matter if you're a closed guard, it doesn't matter if you're a butterfly guard. If you get held down for 3 seconds and put back on or put down on your back, you're gonna get 2 points for reversal put on you by your opponent. Your opponent will earn 2 points from reversing from any position. He can be in side control, right? And we could have gotten rolled over, right? We could have gotten the same thing from mount, right? He could be in mount, he could roll me over. This could be 2 points for the person on bottom, okay? If we were mounted and my opponent hip escaped and got his guard, well then it would be nothing because he just escaped the position, but he didn't reverse the position by putting a man on his back. Right, so let's go to mount one more time. You can even go to turtle. See if we can try and create this. Not like me, all the sort of trap and roll me. You go to roll me over, and I'm like, oh, nice. He comes up. He calls it somehow. We try to recreate a position there, but he goes from bottom to top turtle. He goes from bottom to any top position of dominance on the ground. He's able to get 2 points for a reversal. So just realize that it doesn't matter the position when you're on bottom, that you're able to get 2 points if you come up on top and put your opponent on his back and hold him there, or control the turtle for 3 seconds. Rises up from the bottom position and has a grip, but I do not stay on the ground, I stand. And he still has his same grips. When he gets forced back down to the ground and the same grips are in play, I don't get 2 points. I have to be free of his grips. Back over here, sir. So if he were to come up with that single leg again, we're still in the reversal phase and he's able to score if he stays continuing in the transition. But if I get my grips of my opponent broken free, now it doesn't matter. Guard can happen. I can take him down. He can take me down. Any one of those variations can happen because we're now free of grips. So if you come up from a reversal and get put back down with the same grips, there's no points. But if you disengage grips and you guys are neutral, it's now takedown land. Now you guys are able to score takedowns once you're free of grips. When 2 people pull guard, the first person to come up and maintain stabilization for 3 seconds gets 2 points. But somebody can't pull guard where it's blatantly like one person pulls and the other one goes a second or 2 later. Like they have to be pulling at the same time, okay? So for example, if me and Orlando pull, 1, 2, 3, we pull, we're here, I stay top dominant position, I start to come up, I maintain top position for 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, I will get 2 points for maintaining top position after a double guard pull. You also have 20 seconds to eventually get off of your bottoms. And what I mean by that is, let's say it's double guard pull. Now we're going to start playing footsie. I guys have to play footsie. They're both down here playing footsie like this. You guys have 20 seconds in order for somebody to be on top and try and control. Like you don't have to score in 20 seconds, but somebody's got to at least be trying to come up on top and get stabilization points in that 20-second window, or the referee will call stalling. Okay, so the double guard pull is about a battle of the first person to come up and maintain dominant position for 3 seconds. If somebody pulls guard, right, go ahead and pull guard, and then I pull guard, that's definitely after, right? So the referee will be able to tell by watching the people who, if they like drop together, even if one dropped a little faster, if they're dropping at the same time, or if one drops, stops, and then the other drops, that is too late to be considered a double guard pull. The person will be stood up and penalized by the referee, okay? So again, double guard pull, we pull, floated pull, and then somebody wants to stay on top, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, he maintains his points. Double guard pull. We play footsie. We're here. We have 20 seconds to either do a submission or to maintain top position before the referee calls stalling. All right? And last but not least, you can't pull guard well after your opponent, especially when his hips are on the ground. He pulls guard. I can't pull guard now. That's not a good guard pull. Okay, so it has to be at the same time. And once that same time happens, that's when the scramble within that 20 seconds should happen for the gaining of top dominant position. Some people will play the rules in a certain way that they're trying to fake people into doing a double guard pull. So in order to pull guard, we must make a grip. So it doesn't matter if we make upper body grips, belt grips, pant grips, sleeve grips. Obviously, we can't make illegal grips, but it doesn't matter what grip, even if it's no-gi, right, what the grip may be. But once a person pulls guard, okay, he's going to have his hips hit the mat, right? So whether my hips hit the mat here or, right, maybe we're in here and I can pull half guard, my hip hit the mat, right? But if I do anything like this, right, if I'm trying to go like this and fake it, that's not necessarily a guard pull, okay? My knee hitting the ground, my shin hitting the ground, my foot hitting the ground doesn't count as a guard pull. My hip has to actually hit the ground, and I have to have a grip on my opponent in order for me to pull guard. The 50-50 position. I think in all of jiu-jitsu we can agree that this is the 50-50 position, where we both have a leg triangle or a leg going from the inside to the out. It is not a reaching position, and we're both in the same position. So many schools have many different names for things, but I think we can all agree that this is 50-50. So once a person sweeps, maybe I'm on top of my opponent, and my opponent sweeps me, right? And now he's on top, whatever stance he takes. From 50-50, I can score one time. I can score back. Orlando cannot now score again with 50-50. You get one time that you can score from there. You can't consecutively keep going again and again and again. So he's going to have to change his guard at this point. It doesn't matter if it's spider guard or del heave or whatever the case may be, and change his guard to sweep me again to get points. We cannot have a seesaw battle with points happening with the 50-50. This isn't going to happen over and over and over again. So once you have completed a sweep from 50-50 and you're still in the same 50-50 position, you and your opponent can only score one time each before you have to change the guard or the position in order to score.